Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60andMe. Hope that you're doing well wherever you are. Thank you for being here. Hope that you're starting your day with a positive and optimistic point of view. I don't know about you, but I often start my day by looking at the news and just checking in the world, seeing what's happened overnight. And this morning I was really struck by how much of a comparison goes on news and social media. And you feel so much that you're being compared to the celebrities and the superstars and the royalty and people who are making the news, the newsmakers. And it was just occurred to me just how much our lives are shaped and influenced by that. So I want to talk to you today about this idea of making comparisons and about how to be happier with who you are and not to be comparing yourself so much to other people. Now, I'm having a cup of tea this morning. That actually helped me to get grounded. It's actually a really good tea. It's a moringa and ginger. Now, our moringa plants are really good. I've discovered these in Bali, but moringa and ginger, nice drink to start the day to feel strong and healthy. But our sponsor for today's show, by the way, is International Living. Now, International Living is a company that actually is in the business of helping people decide where they might want to retire. So they have people all around the world who do kind of an examination of the real issues, healthcare, lifestyle, cost of living, and they put them together in great reports. It's a very good resource if you're thinking about retiring abroad. So if you go out to their website, internationalliving.com/60andme, you'll be able to see what reports they've got at the moment and just ask them to send it to you free of charge. They'll send it in email to you, and it's a really good investment in your time if you are thinking about going to some place that you've never been before, or thinking of going for a trial visit or retiring there. So thanks to International Living. Now, let's get back to this subject about comparisons. Now, I mean, as social animals, we compare ourselves to other people. It's kind of, I don't know whether it's in our DNA or it's built in it, but we want to succeed. We want to do well. And we want to, we compare ourselves to the people that are doing things. Sometimes we get discouraged when we can't live up to the expectations or to what other people are achieving. And there's all kinds of reasons that could be the case. I mean, the celebrity culture right now is probably strong. Well, it is stronger than it's ever been, thanks to social media and the press. So to compare yourselves to an athlete or a movie star or a singer, it's very common. And there's a lot of this that goes on now with younger people, particularly, trying to remember the names of the songs and singing along and just copying and copying the fashion, the hairstyle, the makeup. And I mean, it's really kind of ironic, I suppose, I'm talking about this because here I am on YouTube. I'm using a social media channel to talk to you, my community of women in 60andMe and all our other channels that we have. And, so in a way it's kind of a contradiction, but I think there's an extreme comparison that goes on with people where it's only an illusion, like it just is no way. I think you have to remember, and I know we do this intellectually, that these people are just human beings too. And they just have their own set of concerns and issues. And, for celebrities, the gap between what their real life and what they have to project to the world is actually very wide and deep. And it's why you have so much, kind of mental illness and drug use with some celebrities, because they just can't deal with that gap. And they are probably comparing themselves to their icons in their industry or in their world, even more than we are. So that's another thing that's really important. Just to even be, what's the word, never be critical of another person because they're going through a tough time. Everybody is. And this comparison mentality is strong for everyone. So bottom line, comparing yourself to other people is a total waste of time. Perfect doesn't exist in the human being. We're all flawed. We're all, beautifully unique. And this is, I think, the thing that we have to remind ourselves. Comparing yourselves to others is just a total waste of time because it's not apples and oranges, right? You're not comparing like for like. Everyone starts differently in their lives. They have a complex family upbringing, challenges perhaps in their childhood, bullying that goes on in their lives. We did an article recently for 60andMe about this idea of, finding your unique self as you get older. And it was surprising how many women had said that they were bullied when they were young bullied for being different, bullied for being, themselves. And just how many people were affected by that. And this desire then to conform, to be like everybody else so that you can, fit in and then be better than everybody else. It's just a really strange and complex dynamic that goes on. But anyway, I think it goes back to knowing who you are and being passionate about who you are and being comfortable with that. It's a difficult question to ask people, who are you? What do you really want? What is important in your life? What are your priorities? Also, what are you good at? What do you do well? I mean, there may be some person that you're emulating or that you're comparing yourself to at one dimension, at one level on the spectrum, but in another area, you are able to do so much more. And so if you know who you are and you feel comfortable about that, and at the same time you're comfortable with the things you do well and you're proud of that, then you somehow, can be more relaxed about the lack of needing to compare. And I guess the other question is, what do you want to accomplish? Because if you look at someone and you compare yourself to them, they may be on a different trajectory altogether to what their success factors are. You may have a totally different idea of what you want to accomplish in your life and what you want to be. And then that's where the uniqueness comes out, where you don't have to compare yourself to anyone else. Because, basically, when people are on video or on celebrity shows on TV, they're trying to sell you something. Seriously, that's what they're doing. They're selling you something. They're selling you the program. They're selling you their videos. They're selling you their shows. And this is what makes it super hard, because you want to fall into line. An example for us is anti-aging. Anti-aging is a big message that's delivered by all kinds of celebrities. And fashion and beauty companies are trying to sell you one thing, which is their product. Now, we know that this is the world we live in, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's great businesses that are selling wonderful things. And, we all believe in that. We all buy into it. Otherwise, we would be in the country somewhere and not buying anything new at all. But we are got to remember that the comparison game is just to amplify the sales effort, the sales process. If someone else has got that, that dress or that coat or that style, there's one of I always look at a variety of news channels when I get up in the morning, and there was one where there was like a celebrity had worn something to a show somewhere, and then below it they put dressed like Helen Mirren, and you can buy the dress here for a third of the price or here for twice the price, and it's like comparing yourself to Helen Mirren is kind of not a useful thing. Because she's a beautiful, magnificent, incredibly talented woman, but she's not you. And that's, I think, the thing that we have to, kind of remind ourselves all the time. So reject all the comparisons. They're not useful. Just be at peace and comfortable. You can look at other things. I look at style magazines. I look at, things that other people are wearing, and I get ideas, but I try not to compare myself to them. Maybe that's something that you struggle with. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. What are you, have you asked yourself, what are you passionate about? What are you good at? What you're trying to accomplish? Maybe you could just put some notes in the section below where we talk about, what are the things you do that make you unique so that you don't have to compare yourself to other people? Look forward to your comments. Thank you so much for joining in the conversation. That's kind of what it's all about here at 60andMe. We have a community of women who have points of view on things and ideas, and we really love to share them with our other sisters in the community. So please don't hesitate to leave your comments here on our website, on Facebook. Of course, it's all there for you. And of course, don't forget Patreon. Patreon is a community of women who are kind of a VIP club, like our special group, who are able to contribute a little bit of support to 60andMe. Perhaps $3 a month is where we start, and then maybe whatever you can afford. But for us, it makes such a difference in growing and sustaining this business. We don't charge a membership fee. We really look to people like our Patreon group for help. So if you're interested, we're having a fun time over there. It's a great group of people. And we have lots of wonderful special videos that I do for that community. And we have a live show that is where we chat online live. And so it's another option to connect with us if you like. Patreon.com/60andme. So again, thank you so much for being here. Have a super day, and do something good for yourself. Go out and pamper yourself in some way, and just know that you're valued here. We really love you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye for now.